What is up, everybody? It's Reverse TV here today. Apparently, the biggest release, the biggest AAA release of 2023 is skipping Xbox. According to some people, I can't even say that with a straight face. Apparently, Inspector Gadget, Mad Time Party launches fall 2023 for PS5, PS4, Switch, and Steam. The system that is missing is Xbox Series X and S, and people are somewhat freaking out about this. It's like, I didn't know Inspector Gadget had that huge of a fan base, especially since the IP has been pretty much dormant for a while now. And I remember watching this show when I was a kid. I had to do a little bit of research. I'm like, when did this show come out exactly? But I remember watching the show as a kid, the animated show. Apparently, the show came out in 1983. Now, I must have been watching reruns because I wasn't born in '83, so they must have been showing some reruns because I remember the animated show, and apparently they had a TV show which did pretty well. Then they had a movie, the live action movie, which I don't think the movie did too well because I don't remember a lot of hype about the movie. I think I saw the movie as well too at one point, but you know, this franchise, what I'm trying to pretty much get to is that this franchise wasn't like really popular for a long time. Like the IP has pretty much been like dead for a while, so people are somewhat like when you read you look at the comment section here, it's like half the comment section is actually excited about the game. It's like at least like the other half is saying how the game is skipping Xbox. So apparently, if you have an indie game or any type of indie or AA game, just have your game skip Xbox, and apparently you're gonna get a lot of word to mouth people talking about how to skip an Xbox. People can not care about the game, but as long as skipping Xbox it is talk worthy. It is like talking worthy now at this point. It's a talking point. It's a talking point now because people are so desperate for a W, or so desperate for the hate on Xbox hate train at this point. It's like a really, are we really? Who is? I mean, don't get me wrong. People might be fans of Inspector Gadget because I know the franchise did have some fans attached to it, but I don't think the average person really cares that this game is skipping Xbox. Me myself, I don't care. It's like maybe if the game was dropped like $10 or $20, I might pick it up, but if it's not gonna be in Game Pass, I kind of don't care. Like I don't see myself spending more than $20 for this game. And it looks like a standard like PS3 slash PS3 slash or Xbox 3. And I want to say maybe Xbox One, PS4 being generous the graphics, but I'm not too impressed with what I'm seeing so far. Uh, like this guy says, no Xbox Series S can't handle this game. Just kidding. It's the Game Pass effect. So apparently Game Pass is just ruining gaming. Like I said, once again, it's always a dig at Xbox. It's always a doom and gloom narrative. Like it really, are we really? Is this guy even excited for this game? I don't think so. It's just to say, hey, this game is skipping Xbox. Even though the vast majority of people probably don't care about this game, especially these guys with these Sony avatars, PlayStation related avatars. They don't care about this game, but it's just a dig at Xbox. Like really. I didn't know like the internet just was so crazy about Inspector Gadget. Um, my honest reaction, just like I guess like person just doesn't care about it. Finally, they're still making PS2 games. It is very reminiscent of the different IP games we had during the PS2 era. Like PS2 era, like everybody, any game that had any property that had a license, a popular license, they had a game for it. So definitely reminiscent to that era. We had a lot of different different games like those. Out of the way, Armored Core fans, the real robot game is here. Okay. This is dripping PS2 energy, and I'm really into that. No Xbox. I'm curious what the replies for this one. Uh, y'all would just call it Game Pass fire if it was. Are you even gonna play it? Yeah, I don't think a lot of these people who are asking for the Xbox version is gonna play it to begin with. I think they're just trolling. It is comedy at this point. Yet another game is skipping Xbox. Exactly why they should scrap the Activision Blizzard deal. Yes, scrap the deal entirely because the Inspector Gadget game is skipping Xbox. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And once again, it is the PlayStation avatar who's saying this nonsense. Not shocking. No Xbox, no deal. It looks like The Simpsons Hit and Run. Now, The Simpsons Hit and Run was a fun game, so if it is like that game, it might change my mind with that. I don't think they've shown any gameplay so far. It's only been like the screenshots, but I don't know. I don't know if people are really this excited about an Inspector Gadget game, or is this like fake outrage? Who knows? I think it's more of most. I think it's the latter. I think it's the whole fake outrage thing going on right now. Um, what about the Xbox? Apparently, this is an ongoing joke with brown bricks. I'm completely lost on what they're talking about with the brown bricks thing. What they keep mentioning that comment. I don't know. Not on Xbox. It like it has Xbox user interface buttons. One of this game will expose Dr. Claw's face since the SNES and mobile games retrospectively had it. Okay. Looks very charming. Inspector Gadget. Now I do remember the theme song. I remember like the jingle that do 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 Inspector Gadget. I just remember that. That's all I remember of it. But I mean, the show was a hit back in the day. It was a similar hit, but I think I got out of the show when like I started like visiting, like watching anime and stuff like that. But I remember the show was like a hit back in the day, though. Um, the character design really doesn't work in 3D. Let me see. Let me look at it again. Let me see. Yeah, the character designs don't. Yeah, it does look a little bit weird. It's kind of like they kind of went like the Nino Cooney look, but then like the character like this. What is wrong with her face? It's definitely weird. Like it's not like any detail with her face, with these characters' faces. It's definitely weird. Like yeah, it definitely has a weird art style right here. Or maybe just a lack of detail. Like if you look at their faces, like the nose is just like it's not defined at all. Like maybe I'm just nitpicking. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nitpicking, but it definitely looks a little weird with the art style so far. With how it looks. But I think this is mainly aimed for kids anyway. I mean, I don't know. I don't think. Then again, I don't know. I want to say it's aimed for kids. That's kind of true, but I don't think kids grew up with Inspector Gadget. Kids nowadays grew up with Inspector Gadget because once again the IP has been dead for a while now. So this looks like a licensed PS2 game from the early 2000s, and I like that. Yeah, that's true, but it feels like more than $20. I don't know if I like it that much, to be honest. I think Inspector Gadget is blackmailing Jeff Keighley. Perhaps he threw a threat not through his window, tied him to a brown brick. Once again, I don't get the brown brick joke. People keep saying it. So like an Inspector Gadget joke, a running joke. I don't know. Might get this. I love Inspector Gadget as a kid. I mean, I like the show too. I don't really remember it that well. Like I said, I haven't seen the show in a while, so I don't remember it that well. But people are excited about it, I guess. Like some people are. Some people are just using this as console war fodder, though. Jeff Keighley is always up on stage. Like this is the biggest game I've ever had the privilege to reveal. This is gonna blow your mind, and I'm terrified. I'm terrified life will never be the same after it. And then the game looks like this. Oh man, day one by game of the year. Okay, that's kind of exaggerating a little bit there. Game of the year, really. I was kind of overdoing it. Okay, wait, the art style looks dope as F and is clearly targeted towards us who watched it growing up. Let's go. People, okay, so there's some general hype about this. Like I said before, like there's like half of a general hype and people half of it just saying, hey, Xbox doesn't have this game. Did Xbox just get X blocked? I'll see myself out. Not on Xbox. This got a lot of reaction to it. What do people say about those? It can't run on the Series S. Really? Who was going to buy it on that platform? You guys need to start buying games, then publishers will return. Really? How does this game cause any type of remote controversy about the Xbox? Is just fascinating. Like a game that looks like this, with the character models, like once again the faces, none of this stuff is really detailed at all. But you know, this is the game that's caused a controversy for Xbox. I think people must be really bored to be trolling like this. You gotta be bored. to be trolling this hard. The Game Pass effect. It will continue to happen until Microsoft restructures the subscription model. This is just stupid. people keep adding on to this nonsense. Blame Sony, that's the narrative lately. It is the Series S's fault. It'll hold the performance of the game. Just kidding. Hello, this is really odd. Devastated. I thought Xbox was PC and PC was Xbox. Phil must not be playing just like Jim is when it comes to Xbox. Really? Just these comments based on this Inspector Gadget game is just astounding. Like, what is this guy talking about? I gotta say, this was a big budget AAA game, but this is like a indie, like, single A game. Like, we're having outrage about. Like, okay. I wouldn't even get upset if this game did skip Xbox. Like, I don't care that much about this game. Like, sure, there's a little bit of nostalgia when I watched the show as a kid, but I haven't been checking for the Inspector Gadget anything for a long time. So it's like, I don't really care if it skips Xbox. Like, I'm not gonna down that hill and be upset about this if this does skip Xbox. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't see myself spending more than $20 for this game anyway. So, they wouldn't even give y'all games like this. Yeah, it's just, once again, this is just turned to whole console war nonsense with this game. Like, people don't really even truly care about the game. They just kind of doing console war nonsense with us. So, yeah, I'm going to conclude it right here. Apparently, Inspector Gadget is really, I don't know, it's really shaking the market for console gaming at this point with this new hot Inspector Gadget game. It's really like forcing people's hands with the whole Xbox situation right now, which I don't know. Definitely see your thoughts down below. Should people really be upset if this game is skipping Xbox, or is it a major problem that games like this are skipping Xbox, as people are saying in the comment section, or is it just a nothing burger, like this isn't that big of a deal at all? Let me know in the comments down below about this, your thoughts. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.